Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1985 season in Season Ticket Baseball. Tonight we are at Comiskey Park for an American League matchup, as we will take our first look at the Toronto Blue Jays on the board, as they will be visiting the Chicago White Sox. And bear with me, I'm just pulling up my standings and Digital Diamond tonight. I was in a rush to get things moving, but I didn't do as much setup as I normally do. Looks like Excel's pulling up first. So we can take a look at our records. The Blue Jays come into this game with a record of 27 wins and 16 losses, which is actually good for fourth place right now in the American League East. If the playoffs started today, they would be on the outside looking in. The White Sox are currently in second place in the AL West at 19 and 21. But they, like the Blue Jays, would be on the outside looking in this one because they do not have a winning record. Remember, to make the postseason on the channel, you have to have a winning record or the playoffs will be modified. 500 won't get you into the playoffs, and right now the White Sox are 2 games under 500. As Ben Witz is first to join us here at Comiskey Park. Are you a Blue Jays fan or just anti-White Sox? Just out of curiosity. I'm just getting things set up here. It is May 29th, 1985. Just about done here. Toronto, Chicago. Here we are. Okay. Yes, I'm going to execute transactions. Anti-White Sox. Okay. Well, I do remember you growing up a Tigers fan, so I don't know if you were just anti-White Sox, if you were just anti-White Sox, or if you were a Toronto fan back in '85. But okay, at least I know where your allegiance is at now. As Digital Diamond is still being a little bit difficult, but I think we are all good here. So once I click play ball, we will be all set to get into this one. As fans at Comiskey Park are a sellout. Weird because there were a lot of 80s and 90s White Sox players you liked, just not the team. Well, that's fair. You can sometimes like players without liking the actual team. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox tonight is Britt Burns. 18 and 11 with a 3.96 ERA. 227 innings pitched, 172 strikeouts, 79 walks, and 26 home runs in '85. As the rest of the White Sox get loose behind him, let's take our first look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Leading off, and I'm probably going to butcher pronunciations here, we've got Damaso Garcia at second base, Lloyd Moseby in center field, George Bell is in left field, Jesse Barfield is in right field, Jeff Burrows is your designated hitter, Willie Upshaw is at first base, Buck Martinez is at catching, Garth Eorg is at third base, and Tony Fernandez is your shortstop. And that is the lineup Britt Burns is charged with keeping in check tonight. Just getting my layout back. Right. I was having some problems with having the tableau a little bit too close to the board. But we are all set for this one. As leading off for the Blue Jays, as usual, I will see you guys in chat at the top, or at the bottom of the first, I should say. Leading off for the Blue Jays is Damaso Garcia. 282 average, 8 home runs, 65 RBIs in '85. We are using blue, white, and red dice tonight. White Sox are the home team. Fans at Comiskey Park on their feet, hoping for a great game tonight. Burns will look into Fisk for the sign. He will set, and we will start this game with the same way we start every game. That is with the first pitch. And that is a 4-17. That'll be Garcia against the lefty. And that'll get popped up on the infield to start this one. Coming under that at second base is going to be Tim Hewlett. He will make the catch, and we are underway here at Comiskey Park. One out in the inning, and stepping into the batter's box now is Lloyd Moseby. 259 average, 18 home runs, 70 RBIs in '85. Burns looks in at Fisk for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That is a 255. That'll be Burns against the lefty. And a 255 is going to be a ground ball over to short. That will be Guillen picking that one up. He will make the catch, or he'll make the play, and that is out number 2. Two down, and George Bell is the batter here. 275 average, 28 home runs, 95 RBI, and 85. Burns gets the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 689. Bell is probably extending this inning, and he's going to do it with a base hit. As Bell gets aboard with 2 outs, and Jesse Barfield now the batter for the Blue Jays. 289 average, 27 home runs, 84 RBIs, and 85. Burns looks in at Fisk for the sign. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 593, that'll be hit into right field. Going after that is Baines, and that'll be a nice, easy fly ball. Baines will have to come in for that one slightly, but he will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the hit for the Blue Jays. Score is now Toronto 0, Chicago coming to bat. And it's Orge. Okay, good to know. Like I said, 1985 names, not exactly my strong suit. For obvious reasons. Starting pitcher for the Blue Jays, for the Toronto Blue Jays tonight, is Jim Clancy. 9-6 with a 3.78 ERA. 128 and 2/3 innings pitched, 66 strikeouts, 37 walks, 15 home runs in 85. As the Blue Jays get loose behind him, we will take our first look at the White Sox starting lineup. Leading off tonight for the White Sox, we've got Rudy Law in center field, Tim Hewlett at second base, Harold Baines in right field, Greg Walker at first base, Oscar Gamble is your designated hitter, Carlton Fisk is catching, Ron Kittle's in left field, Ozzie Guillen at shortstop, and Luis Salazar is at third base. How many Orges do I know? I mean, you're not wrong on that, but that's not exactly the reason that I was thinking of in terms of why 1985 names are not my strong suit. Anyway, back into Digital Diamond I go, and I'll see you guys in chat in the top of the second. Leading off, as mentioned, for the White Sox is Rudy Law. 259 average, 4 home runs, 36 RBI in 85. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. And that's a 610. That'll turn into a 620. And that'll be popped up on the infield to first or to second base. Coming under that one is going to be Garcia. He will make a nice easy catch, ranging to his left for that one slightly, but that will be out number 1. Tim Hewlett now steps into the batter's box. 268 average, 5 home runs, 37 RBI, and 85. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 267 against a righty. 267, Hewlett thinks he's got a hold of one. That one is deep to left field. Hewlett with a power of a 3. Can he give the White Sox the lead with the first swing of his bat? That seems like it's going to be a pretty easy one to do. And that ball is going to leap and get out of here with a boom. That ball's pretty high. That ball is pretty deep to left field. Going after that one in left field is going to be Bell. He will be back to the track. He will be back to the wall. And that one is not coming back. Home run, Tim Hewlett. As the White Sox take an early 1-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Harold Baines. 309 average, 22 home runs, 113 RBIs in 85. Clancy looking in at Martinez for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 333, Baines is going to lift that one into left field. This time Bell will get to that one, out number 2. Greg Walker is now the batter for the White Sox. 258 average, 24 home runs, 92 RBIs in 85. Clancy looking into Martinez for the sign. He will set and he will pitch. That is a 576. That'll be hit to left field. Going after that is Bell. And a 576 is going to be a fly ball into left field. Bell going back for that one a little bit, but he will make the catch on that, and that will retire the side. But the White Sox strike first. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Hewlett. It is now 1-0 White Sox after 1. Leading off the top of the second for the Blue Jays, we are looking at Jeff Burrows. 257 average, 6 home runs, 28 RBI in 85. Burns looking in at Fisk for the sign. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That'll be a 260. Burns against a righty with a 260. That'll be lifted into right field. Coming under that one for the White Sox is going to be Barfield. Not Barfield. Baines. He will make that catch, and that'll be out number 1. One out, and Willie Upshaw now is the batter. 275 average, 15 home runs, 65 RBIs in 85. Burns gets the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. Once the die stops, it'll be a 545. That'll be hit over to the third baseman. For the White Sox, the third baseman is Salazar. And a 545. That's going to get past him, get down to the wall, and Upshaw will be at second safely with a stand-up double. Let's see, 2B7. I was trying to think what position that would be past if it's getting hit if it's getting hit for a double. Buck Martinez now steps into the batter's box. 162 average, 4 home runs, and 14 RBI in 85. Upshaw, not a threat to do much on the base paths. He will hold. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 447. Martinez against the lefty. 447 is going to be a ground ball right back to Burns. Burns will fire that over to Walker at first for the out. 2 outs in the inning. Upshaw will make third on the play, though. As Garth Orge steps into the batter's box. 313 average, 7 home runs, 37 RBIs in 85. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and he will pitch. Into a 475. Orge against the lefty with a 475. That'll be a base hit into right field, and the Blue Jays are going to tie this game. Upshaw will score. Orge will make it to first. This game is tied at 1. Stadium groans. Ugh. Tony Fernandez now the batter for the Blue Jays, the shortstop tonight. 289 average, 2 home runs, 51 RBIs in 85. Orge edges off of first, but he's not going anywhere. The Blue Jays don't want to run themselves out of the inning. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and he will pitch. Into a 107. That'll turn into a 307, and that'll get lifted into center field. Coming under that one for the White Sox is Law. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. The Blue Jays have tied this game at 1 heading into the bottom of the second. Stopping over to check in with chat real quick. Hewlett hit 5 home runs in 85. Yeah, he did. I tend to rattle off stats there. But he got enough of that one to get it out. Leading off the bottom of the second for the White Sox, we are looking at Oscar Gamble, the designated hitter. 203 average, 4 home runs, and 20 RBIs in 85. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 355. Gamble will work a leadoff walk out of that at bat. That's ball 4 as Clancy loses control of a slider. Carlton Fisk now steps into the batter's box. 238 average, 37 home runs, 107 RBIs in 85. Infield will go to double play depth. Lest Fisk wave another fly ball fair to try to get this one out of here. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. The only thing the Blue Jays would like to see Fisk wave is his bat into a double play ball. Clancy will set, and here comes the pitch. 633. That'll turn into a 643, and that'll be a ground ball over to first. Grabbing that one is going to be not Upshaw. Actually, yeah, it will be Upshaw. He will fire that over to Fernandez. Fernandez will turn to fire that back over to first, and the relay will not be in time. Gamble had too big a jump, as they will take the force out at first on the fielder's choice. One out in the inning, and the batter now for the White Sox is Ron Kittle. 230 average, 26 home runs, and 58 RBI in 85. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 687, that'll turn into a 697. And Kittle will work a one-out walk out of the at-bat, and the White Sox suddenly find themselves in business. Now they've got runners on first and second, 1 out, and Ozzie Guillen now stepping into the batter's box. 273 average, 1 home run, and 33 RBI in 85. Fans at Comiskey Park on their feet, hoping for a big-time hit. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 246, that'll be Clancy against the lefty with a 246. That'll turn into a 586. Center fielder tonight is Mosby, and a 586. Clancy's going to come, or Guillen's going to come through with that one, and that is going to be a double, and the White Sox are going to take the lead. Fisk will score. I think Kittle will score as well. Yeah. Guillen will end up in first. 3-1, or 3-1 White Sox. Stadium cheers. Yay! Ben Witz probably groans. Ugh. As the White Sox now reopen up their lead. Stepping into the batter's box now is Luis Salazar. 245 average, 10 home runs, 45 RBI in 85. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set. Here comes the pitch. Into a 560. That'll be hit over to short. And a 560 at Fernandez is going to be a ground ball right at him. He will throw that over to first for the out. That'll be 2 outs in the inning. But Guillen will make third on the play. Two outs in the inning, and we're back to the top of the White Sox order as here's Law. Law tonight is 0 for 1. He popped out his first time up. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 457. That'll be Law against a righty. 457 is going to be a fly ball into left field. Bell will get to that one easily. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 1 hit and 2 walks. And the White Sox suddenly have a 3-1 lead after 2. Fans at Comiskey Park, though, are very happy with what they see so far tonight. I'll stop in with chat real quick. And it is indeed early. So Ben not groaning too much probably, just knowing that this is early. Top of the third coming up brings us back to the top of the Blue Jays order as Garcia steps into the batter's box. Garcia is 0 for 1. He popped out his first time up. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 3-16. And a 3-16. Garcia will come through with a base hit on the infield. He'll leg out a single as the infield is in a little bit of disarray. White Sox infield will go to double play depth, and here's Mosby. Mosby tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 300 even, and Mosby's going to get frozen by a curveball for strike 3. That is out number 1. First strikeout by either pitcher tonight. And here's Bell. Bell is 1 for 1 with a single tonight. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He'll look over to Garcia at, no, they're not going to hit and run here. I was thinking about having them do a hit and run, but no. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 147 and a 147. Bell's going to swing through the high heat for strike 3, out number 2. Two outs in the inning, and Barfield now the batter. Barfield tonight is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Burns looking in at Fisk for the sign. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 547, that'll be hit over to second base. Hewlett at second base, and that's going to be a base hit into left field. Garcia will make it to second, and he'll be happy. Actually, could they try to send him here? Have him try to go first to third? No. They're going to have Garcia be content with a single into left. As the Blue Jays now have something going on, and here's Burrows. Burrows tonight is 0 for 1. He popped out his first time. He flew out his first time up. Burns looking in at Fisk for the sign. Fans at Comiskey Park hoping for a big-time pitch. They want to see their White Sox get out of this inning with no further damage. White Sox need wins to get back over 500. Burns will set, and he will pitch. Into a 6-13. That does not sound like it's going to be helpful at all. And Burrows is going to swing through a changeup for strike 3. That will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Blue Jays can't do anything with them as we get set for the bottom of the third. Stadium size. Phew. And leading off the bottom of the third for the White Sox is Hewlett. Hewlett hit a solo bomb his first time up back in the first that opened the scoring. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 120. That's a 162 actually, and a 162 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one for the Blue Jays is Barfield. He will make that catch, and that's out number 1. Here's Baines in the batter's box. Baines is 0 for 1. Clancy looking in at Martinez. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 320. And Baines is going to get frozen by a curveball for strike 3, out number 2. Two outs brings Walker to the batter's box. Walker tonight is 0 for 1. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 520. That'll be hit to Martinez. And Walker's going to get frozen by the high heat for strike 3. That will retire the side. Man, do the Blue Jays need that 1-2-3 inning by the White Sox, as the score will remain 3-1 Chicago after 3. Not edge. And Ben groans some more, probably at the fact that the Blue Jays can't get out of their own way. Top of the 4th coming up, and we're looking at the middle of the Blue Jays order. Here's Upshaw leading off the top of the 4th. Upshaw has a double, and he scored the only Blue Jays run tonight. Burns gets the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 540. That'll be hit right to second base. That'll be Hewlett getting that one. And he'll have an easy ground ball with that one. It'll come to him on a 1 hop. He will throw that over to first for out number 1. No problem with that one for Hewlett tonight. And here's Martinez. Martinez tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Burns looks in at Fisk for the sign. He will set. And here comes the pitch. With a 230. That'll be Burns against a righty with a 230. There's going to be a ground ball there's going to be another ground ball over to second. Once again, Hewlett will run back the play from the last batter. And this time there will be 2 outs in the inning. Here's Orge once again. Orge has a base hit tonight. Burns looking in at Fisk. He will get the sign. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 306, and Orge gets frozen by a slider for strike 3. That will retire the side. Ben cannot be happy about the Blue Jays going 1-2-3 here in the top of the 4th as we get set for the bottom of the inning. Just taking a quick drink. And now we'll move over to the bottom of the 4th for the White Sox with the middle of their order due up. Here's Gamble. Gamble has a walk. Had a walk his first time up. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. 3-1 White Sox, bottom of the 4th. Clancy will set, and he will pitch. Into a 578. That sounds like there's going to be trouble. That's going to be hit right to Bell. And a 578 is going to be a base hit into left field. Gamble getting on with a leadoff single. The infield will move to double play depth as Fisk now steps into the batter's box. Fisk grounded out but got on grounded into a fielder's choice back in the bottom of the 2nd. Clancy looking a little bit shaky tonight. He will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 551. That'll be hit over to third base. Third base for the Blue Jays is Orge, and a 551 is going to be a ground ball right at him. He will turn, fire that over to Garcia at second. Garcia turns, throws to Upshaw at first. Relays in time. 5-4-3 as the Blue Jays go around the horn and hopefully, for their sake, snuff out the inning. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. Ben Witz cheers. Yay! And here's Kittle. Kittle had a walk his first time up. Suddenly, the bases are empty for the Blue Jays. Can they take advantage and get out of the inning? Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 591, that should be a fly ball into right field for Barfield. And yes, He'll make that one look easy as he'll come in for that one slightly, but he'll have a lot of room to make that catch and retire the side. Nothing across except for the hit for the White Sox. We remain at 3-1 White Sox after 4. Hot green tea. High today got to a balmy 3 degrees. Not much warmer here. I think the high was around 16 today, where I'm at. But yeah, it was not a warm day at all. Top of the 5th coming up, and we're looking at the bottom to the top of the Blue Jays order. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez flew out his first time up. Burns looks to be settling in. He was a little bit shaky in the 2nd, but the White Sox offense gave him a couple of runs back of breathing room. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and he will, hold on, he will pitch. I'll check that in a second. That is a 345. Fernandez is going to ground that one over to second. Picking that one up is going to be It's going to be Hewlett. He will make the play for out number 1. Nice. Just checking on another order I had placed a little while ago, and it just shipped. It's actually an order for Title Bout for another boxing game called Title Bout 2 on the channel. But I'm rambling on that. Here's Garcia. Garcia had an infield single back in the 3rd. Burns gets the sign from Fisk. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 461. Garcia against the lefty with the 461 is going to be, say it again, ground ball over to short this time. Grabbing that one this time is going to be Guillen. He will make the play, out number 2. I know what Ben's saying. There's that damn Ozzie Guillen again. And here's Mosby. Mosby tonight is 0 for 2. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That'll be a 681. 681. That'll be a base hit, and Mosby will continue the inning. Bell now the batter. Bell tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 172. And a 172 is going to be lined right to first and that'll slam into Walker's glove to retire the side. Nothing across except for the single for the Blue Jays as Burns looks to be in control here heading into the bottom of the 5th. Not a boxing fan, that's fair. Gotten a couple basketball games, but they take a long time to play out, even 1 quarter. That's been my hesitation around football games as well, but I think I've found a way that I can probably do football season replays with some of my bigger games, like with APA and 5D20, where I've got some setup ways that I can get to the 4th quarter, and then just play that out for the game. Guillen was good, though. Well, good to know on that front. Bottom of the 5th coming up, and we'll be looking at the bottom of the White Sox order. Speaking of Ozzie Guillen, here he comes to the plate. He had a double that drove in the White Sox 2 go-ahead runs in the bottom of the 2nd. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. Into a 642, that'll turn into a 652, and be a ground ball over to third base. Orge will grab that one easily. He'll throw that across the horn. 1 out in the inning. By the way, as Digital Diamond catches up, I will mention that historically, the White Sox did win this game 8-5. So we've got a ways to go both on scoreboard and in innings. Salazar now the batter. Salazar grounded out his first time up. Clancy gets the sign from Martinez. He will set. and he will pitch. Into a 507, that means we're going to have a rare play. So let's see what kind of a rare play we end up with here. Actually, let me do something to make sure my ticker tracker is ready to go when we get into fast score. There we go. Now let me adjust my rare plays so we get to bases empty, and let's see what kind of a rare play we end up with here. With a 381, and 381 says, single into center field. If the tens digit is higher than the center fielder's fielding, batter advances to second base on a fielding error. The white die is an 8. That is the center fielder we're checking. Center fielder for the Blue Jays is Mosby. His fielding is a 7, so Salazar will be safe at second on the single and the error. Ouch. Problems abound for the Blue Jays as they can't get out of their own way. And that will be the first point of pitcher fatigue on Clancy since there was a single involved. Here's Law. Law tonight is 0 for 2. Clancy gets the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 532, that'll be hit over to first base. First baseman for the Blue Jays is Upshaw. And a 532 is going to be a ground ball right at him. He will take that to the bag himself for 2 outs in the inning. Salazar will make third on the play. As Hewlett now steps into the batter's box. Hewlett continues to be a nightmare for the Blue Jays as he hit a solo bomb all the way back in the first. But otherwise, he's 0 for 1. Clancy gets the sign from Martinez. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 479, Hewlett against a righty, and a 479 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Mosby will get to that one for the Blue Jays. He will make that catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single and the error, and we remain at 3-1 Chicago after 5. Okay. Top of the 6th coming up, we'll see the middle of the Blue Jays order come to the plate. We are going to get some activity in the Toronto bullpen as well, as Clancy looks like he might be losing it a little bit. Coming in to pitch for the Blue Jays is going to be, or getting loose for the Blue Jays, I should say, is going to be Ron Musselman. He will get loose as the Blue Jays want a little bit of long relief here. And Barfield tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and he will pitch. That will be a 169. And a 169 is going to be lifted into right field. Coming under that one is going to be Baines. He will make the catch, and that will be out number 1. One out, and here's Burrows. Burrows tonight is 0 for 2. Burns gets the sign from Fisk. He will set, and he will pitch. Into a 398. Burrows is going to cut this deficit in half with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Jeff Burrows, and did the Blue Jays need that one? Score is now 3-2 in favor of the White Sox. Stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Upshaw. Upshaw tonight is 1 for 2 with a double. That is the first point of pitcher fatigue against Burns. Speaking of Burns, he will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 117. That'll turn into a 317. And Upshaw is going to swing through a curveball for strike 3. out number 2. And here's Martinez. Martinez is 0 for 2 tonight. Burns gets the sign from Fisk once again. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 364, Martinez is going to pop that one up on the infield. Getting under that one is going to be Walker. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Thanks to the solo bomb by Burrows, which was our only hit of the inning and the run, we all of a sudden have a 1-run game heading into the bottom of the 6th. And that is it. That was a huge solo bomb. As suddenly we're looking at a 1-run game here, and the White Sox have the heart of their order coming to the plate. Here's Baines. Baines tonight, though, is 0 for 2. Clancy gets the sign from Martinez. Musselman continuing to throw in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 432. Baines against a righty. Is going to be a ground ball over to second. Garcia will grab that one. He will throw that over to first for out number 1. One out in the inning, and here's Walker. Walker tonight is 0 for 2. Or 0 for 2. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 242, Clancy against the lefty. 242 is going to be a 582. That'll be a fly ball of some kind in a center field, most likely. Let's see what Mosby has to say about that. And yes, that will be. He will range back for that one, but he'll have plenty of room before the track to get that one. And that's out number 2. Gamble now stepping into the batter's box. Gamble tonight is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Clancy will get the sign from Martinez. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 542, that'll be over to the second baseman Garcia. 542 is going to be grounded right to him. He won't have to go too far for that one, but he will make the play, and that will retire the side. A huge 1-2-3 inning by the Blue Jays as the White Sox can't get anything going. And now we've got a 1-run game, 3-2 Chicago after 6. Top of the 7th coming up. We are going to get some activity in the White Sox bullpen as well, as getting up and starting to throw for the White Sox is going to be they're going to get Dan Spillner warming up for the White Sox. Leading off the top of the 7th for the Blue Jays is Orge. Orge tonight is 1 for 2. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. Spillner up now throwing in the bullpen for the White Sox. Musselman ready to come in anytime. Burns will set. Here's the pitch. That is a 203, which will turn into a 403 against a righty. And Orge is actually 403 against the lefty. That's going to be a ground ball right back to Burns. Burns will fire that over to first for out number 1. I was fumbling over what the result was there briefly. I also entered it at the wrong portion of the score sheet. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez is 0 for 2 tonight. Burns looking at Fisk for the sign. Spillner getting loose. Burns will set. He will pitch. With a 244, Burns against a switch right. 244. And Fernandez is going to get frozen by a slider for strike 3, and that will be out number 2. 2 outs, and here's Garcia. Garcia tonight is 1 for 3 with an infield single. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 129, that'll turn into a 329, and just barely, but Garcia will extend the inning with an infield single, as Garcia manages to lay out a single with 2 outs. Could that be the spark the Blue Jays need? Let's find out as we ask Mosby about that. That'll be the second point of fatigue against Burns. Mosby tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. Burns will get the sign from Fisk. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 430. That'll be Mosby against the lefty, and that'll be grounded over to second base. Grabbing that one's going to be Hewlett. He will take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the hit by the Blue Jays, and we are at the 7th inning stretch. Feel free to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." As usual, I won't torture you guys with my rendition of it. I will, however, take a small break. Don't forget, we still have Fast Score coming up after tonight's game to see how the rest of the majors fared. There will be no baseball game tomorrow night, as tomorrow night we will be up in our German America bomber in the alternate timeline of World War II Europe, as we play America Bomber, Evil Queen of the Skies by Compass Games. Our next game on Thursday night will take us over to Memorial Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It'll be June 2nd, 1985. Fun fact, my parents' first wedding anniversary, but as I mentioned, we will be far away from where they're based, as we'll be over in Baltimore for an American League matchup between the Oakland Athletics and the Baltimore Orioles. Mike Warren will be going for the Athletics, and Scott McGregor will be on the hill for the Orioles. Athletics, Orioles, Thursday night. Clancy is going to come out of the game for the Blue Jays. They are going to go to the bullpen, and coming in to pitch for the Blue Jays, once Digital Diamond decides it wants to actually behave tonight, will be Ron Musselman. 3-0 with a 4.47 ERA. 52 and a third innings pitched, 29 strikeouts, 24 walks, 2 home runs in 85. We will be looking at the middle to bottom of the White Sox order. Here's Fisk. Fisk tonight is 0 for 2. He's hit into a double play and a fielder's choice. Musselman will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 233. Musselman against a righty with a 233. Fisk is going to ground that one over to second. Garcia will get to that one with no problem. He will make the throw for out number 1. And here's Kittle. Kittle tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk. Musselman will get the sign from Martinez. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 165, and a 165 is going to be a wild pitch, ball 1. We will do it again. This time it'll be a 564. That'll be hit over to short. Fernandez says, ground ball right at him. He won't have any problems throwing that over to first for out number 2. And here's Guillen. Guillen tonight is 1 for 2 with a double and 2 RBIs. Musselman gets a sign from Martinez. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 291. That sounds like trouble. That'll be Musselman against the lefty, 291. That'll be a 531. They might actually dodge a bullet here, as that will be Upshaw. And yep, that'll be grounded right to first. Upshaw will grab that one. He will take it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Another huge 1-2-3 inning as the Blue Jays get the White Sox in order. We're at 3-2 Chicago after 7. Burns is going to come out of the game. The White Sox are going to go to the bench at this point. Or not the bench, the bullpen. Coming in to pitch for the White Sox is going to be Dan Spillner. 4-3 with a 3.44 ERA. 91 2/3 innings pitched, 41 strikeouts, 33 walks, 10 home runs, and 85. The White Sox may well ask him to go to try to get a 6-out save tonight. Leading off the top of the 8th for the Blue Jays is George Bell. He is 1-for-3 tonight. Spillner will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 479. That'll be Bell against a righty with a 479. That's going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one for the White Sox is going to be Law. He will make the catch for out number 1. And here's Barfield. Barfield tonight is 1-for-3. Spillner looking in at Fisk once again. Fans at Comiskey Park hoping the White Sox can get out of trouble. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 427. Barfield against a righty, and that's going to be a ground ball over to short. Guillen will grab that one. He will make the play over to first for out number 2. And here's Burrows. Burrows tonight is 1-for-3 with a solo bomb that brought the Blue Jays to within 1. Can he do it again? Spillner will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 627. That does not sound like doing it again. That'll be popped up on the infield at second base. Getting under it there is going to be Hewlett. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays here in the top of the 8th. As Spillner manages to hold serve. If the White Sox are going to send him to a 6-out save, he's halfway home for that. Bottom of the 8th for the White Sox, we'll see the bottom of their order come up to the plate. Leading off against Musselman will be Salazar. Salazar tonight is 1-for-2. Musselman will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 6-12, which will turn into a 6-22 with the home team batting, and that'll be popped up on the infield to second base. Garcia is going to wait for that one to come down from about a mile high. He will make the catch for out number 1. Law now the batter. Law tonight is 0-for-3. Musselman waits for the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 454, Law against a righty, 454 is going to be lifted into left field. Bell will get under that one with no problem, and that will be the second out of the inning. Two outs, and the batter now is Hewlett. Hewlett tonight is 1-for-3 with a solo home run. He hit that way back a lifetime ago, back in the first. Musselman will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. with a 495 against a righty 495. Hewlett's going to swing through the high heat for strike 3, and that will retire the side. Once again, 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox here in the bottom of the 8th. Score remains 3-2 Chicago after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? The Blue Jays are alert to the possibility because the Blue Jays are going to get Bill Caudle warming up just in case this game goes any further. And yes, it is the last chance for the Bluebirds. As leading off the top of the 9th for the Blue Jays, we are looking at Willie Upshaw. Upshaw tonight is 1 for 3. He does have a double, though, but that came all the way back in the 2nd, which was his first at-bat. Spillner now will get the sign from Fisk. The White Sox are going to tell him to try to go the distance for a 6-out save. Spillner will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 346. And Upshaw is going to get us started with a base hit on the infield. The Blue Jays are saying, hold on, guys. We got life yet. The infield will go to double play depth. And here's Martinez. Martinez tonight is 0 for 3. I kind of think he's due. Tempted to call a hit and run, but I'm not going to cancel out his 7 power. Spillner will get the sign from Fisk. He will set, and here comes the pitch. Oh, that looks like trouble. That's a 691. A 691. Martinez is going to come through with that one, and that is going to be a double. And everybody moves up 2 bases. The infield now has to play in, as Orge now is the batter. Orge tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. Fans at Comiskey Park hoping for a big-time pitch, hoping Spillner can get out of trouble here. Ben Witt's hoping for no such thing. Spillner will get the sign from Fisk. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 638. A 638 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one is going to be Law. He will make the catch. That is out number 1, but it's not deep enough to score Upshaw. 1 out in the inning, and here's Fernandez. Fernandez tonight is 0 for 3. Infield remains in. Spillner gets the sign from Fisk once again. He will look over to Upshaw at 3rd, Martinez at 2nd. Spillner will set, and he will pitch. 419. Fernandez against a righty with a 419 is going to be a ground ball over to 2nd. Ooh, I think the throw here has... Oh, I forgot to declare if he was going on contact. I'm going to re-roll the at-bat. Upshaw is not... Upshaw is going on contact. The Blue Jays are going to try to tie this game here. Spillner will set. Here's the pitch. Upshaw is going on contact. That is a 104, which will turn into a 304. And Fernandez gets frozen by a slider for strike 3, out number 2. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the last chance for the Blue Jays comes to Damaso Garcia. Garcia tonight is 2 for 4, but he's got 2 infield singles tonight. Fans at Comiskey Park are loud. Spillner trying to finish a 1-run game. Blue Jays trying to extend it into the bottom of the 9th. Caudill still warming up. He's ready to come in, though. Spillner will get the sign from Fisk. He will set. Upshaw and Martinez wait the offering. Garcia waiting for it as well. Spillner will kick. Here comes the pitch. That is a 288. Spillner against the righty. 288. Uh-oh. He thinks he's got a hold of one. That one is deep to left field. Garcia's power is a 3. He either gives the Blue Jays the lead here, or this game is over. Garcia with a power of a 3. What does he do with this one? Hit into left field. That is hit high. That is hit deep. Going back for that one is Kittle. He's back to the track, back to the wall. He's out of space, and the ball is still going. Home run, Damaso Garcia. Wow. What a huge play with 2 outs. A 3-run home run by Damaso Garcia, and that will give the Blue Jays a 5-3 lead. Stadium barfs, double barfs. Blah, blah. Comiskey Park fans cannot believe what they have just seen here in the top of the 9th. 2 outs. With 2 outs, Spillner trying to go the distance for a 6-out save, and instead he serves up a 3-run bomb. Here's Mosby. Mosby tonight is 1 for 4. 9th inning magic, striking huge for the Toronto Blue Jays. Spillner will get the sign from Fisk. He's got to shake that one off. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 573. That'll be hit into left field for Law. Oh, no, not for Law. For Kittle. That'll be a fly ball right at him. He will make the catch for that one, and that will retire the side. What an inning for the Blue Jays, though. 3 runs on 3 hits. A 3-run blast by Damaso Garcia. 9th inning magic strikes huge for the Blue Jays. But will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? Holy cow, what an inning. And yes, decibel level at Comiskey Park does go down 100. As Ben Witz is thrilled by what he sees. Musselman, though, is going to come out of the game as Spillner is going to end up with a blown save. Coming in to pitch for the Blue Jays, I should mention, by the way, that my house rule around fast score is in effect as it is a work night. Coming in to pitch for the Blue Jays tonight is Bill Caudle, the closer. 4-6 with 14 saves and a 2.99 ERA. 69 1/3 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, 35 walks, 9 home runs in 85. See, Ben, it's not just inside pitch where no lead is safe. No lead is safe in season ticket baseball either. As Harold Baines steps into the batter's box. Baines tonight is 0 for 3. Caudle hoping to now save a Blue Jays win all of a sudden after some 9th inning magic. Caudle will get the sign from Martinez. He will set. Here's the pitch. That is a 3-17, and Baines swings through the high heat for strike 3, out number 1. Walker now stepping into the batter's box for the White Sox. Walker is 0 for 3. Caudle will get the sign from Martinez. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 387. A 387 is going to be grounded over to second. Getting that one is Garcia, the hero of the top of the 9th. He will make that play, and that is out number 2. And the last chance for the White Sox comes down to Oscar Gamble. Gamble tonight is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Martinez going out to the mound to talk to Caudle, trying to keep him calm for this one. As remember, the Blue Jays started all of their 9th inning magic with 2 outs. Actually, no, they didn't. Well, their magic came with 2 outs. Caudle will get the sign from Martinez. He will set. Here's the pitch. That is a 304. And Gamble's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3. That's your game. The Toronto Blue Jays make use of 9th inning magic to come from behind and win this game 5-3 over the White Sox. Stadium barfs. Bleh. Final line score coming up. The White Sox had this one in the palm of their hands, but they lost it. But they let it go away. And Damaso Garcia, the hero of this game. For the Blue Jays, 5 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. For the White Sox, 3 runs and 4 hits on no errors. Winning pitcher tonight is going to be Ron Musselman. Dan Spillner will take the loss, and Bill Caudle will end up with the save. But of course, you guys know we are not done yet because we still have Fast Score to go yet tonight. Let me get this saved up. And then as usual, I will do my cleanup as we get set for Fast Score. As Philip Anderson now joins us here at Comiskey Park just in time for Fast Score, the official backup record keeper on the network. And let me check the Yankees record. I have them at 32-10, Philip. And indeed, the AL West is not doing very well at all. The Angels are the only team above 500, and this loss tonight by the White Sox did not help them. But let me do some cleanup, and we will get into Fast Score. As a reminder, no baseball tomorrow night, as we will be playing America Bomber, Evil Queen of the Skies by Compass Games. That is a huge win for the Blue Jays, though. Detroit and Milwaukee. Let me take a look at that. They're both in the thick of the AL. Well, the Tigers are actually in third place right now in the AL East at 27-14. The Brewers right now are at 22-20. The Brewers are actually doing better than almost everybody in the AL West. But if the playoffs began today, the Tigers would actually be the 4 seed. And if the playoffs began today, we would not have a wild card in the American League. Or in the AL West. That's how bad the AL West is this season so far. The AL West, and Philip will tell you this too, the AL West is basically a train wreck after California. It is now time to see how the rest of the majors fared. And to do that, we're going to ask our friends at Fast Score Baseball. The Blue Jays make use of ninth inning magic to steal that game, to snatch that game from the jaws of defeat, to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat as they take this one 5-3. But how did the rest of the majors fare? Let's find out, shall we? Mariners and the Orioles. Mariners, 644. That is 4. Orioles, 22-21 is 5. Actually, 22-21 is also 4. We're probably going to say this a lot, kids. They will go to extras. Or actually, that was right. Mariners roll a 2. Plus 2 is 4. Orioles roll a 5. Minus 2 is 3. That's a win for the Mariners in extras. And yes, as Philip is telling us, the AL East is doing great this season. They've got 5 teams above 500, but only 3 make the playoffs. Twins and the Red Sox, speaking of the AL East. Twins, 724 is 2. Red Sox, 1563 is a lot more than 2. That is 9, and the Red Sox will easily take that one. Athletics and the Tigers. Athletics, 1642, that is 6. Tigers, 1356 is 7. The Tigers get that win. Rangers and the Royals are both 5s. Rangers roll a 64, that is 7. Royals roll a 56, that is 5. And the Rangers win that one. Indians and the Brewers. Once the die decides to stop, Indians 1411 is 0. Brewers 2044 is 7. And the Brewers put a spanking on the Tribe. Angels and the Yankees. Yankees are currently the best team in baseball. Angels 856 is 6. Yankees 1451 is also 6. Say it with me, kids. They will go to extras. Angels roll a 6, plus 2 is 8. Yankees roll a 3, minus 2 is 1. That'll be a win for the Angels in extras. Cardinals and the Braves. Cardinals 1325 is 3. Braves negative 212 is 0. And the Redbirds blank the Braves. Cubs and the Reds. Cubs 853, that is 5. Reds 1455 is 7, and that game belongs to the Reds. Pirates and the Astros. Pirates 623, that is 2. Astros 1432 is 4, and the Astros win that one. Phillies and the Dodgers. Phillies 452, that is 4. Dodgers 734 is 3, and the Phillies get that win. Expos and the Padres. Expos 452, that is 4. Padres 353 is also 4. They will go to extras. Expos roll a 4, plus 1 is 5. Padres roll a 1, plus 0 is 1. The Expos get that win in extras. Mets and the Giants. Mets 1021, that is 2. Giants 466 is 8. The Giants get that win. On to May 30th. Mariners and the Orioles. Mariners 1113 is 1. Orioles 1012 is also 1. They will go to extras. Mariners roll a 2, plus 2 is 4. Orioles roll a 1, minus 2 is negative 1. The Mariners will get that win in extras. Twins and the Red Sox. Twins 911 is 0. Red Sox 1462 is 8. And the Red Sox slap the Twins around. Royals and the White Sox. Royals 631 is 3. White Sox 534 is also 3. They will go to extras. Royals roll a 3, plus 2 is 5. White Sox roll a 3, plus 0. And the Royals will get that win in extras. Athletics and the Tigers are both 11s. Athletics roll a 52, that is 6. Tigers roll a 34, that is 4. And the Athletics win that one. Angels and the Yankees. Angels 715 is 1. Yankees 1356 is 7. And the Yankees just keep overpowering everybody. They are going to be a force to reckon with in the playoffs. Cardinals and the Braves. Cardinals 1142, that is 5. Braves 636 is 3. The Redbirds will take that one. Phillies and the Dodgers. Phillies, 526, that is 2. Dodgers, 1043 is 5. That's a win for the Dodgers. Expos and the Padres. Expos, 545, that is 4. Padres, 925 is 3. And the Expos get that win. Mets and the Giants. Mets, 1155, that is 6. Giants, -763 is 3. And the Mets double up the Giants. On to May 31st. Athletics and the Orioles. Athletics, 1564, that is 9. Orioles, 1836 is 6. And the Athletics win a shootout. Rangers and the Red Sox. Rangers, 712 is 0. Red Sox, 1611 is 1. And in a game nobody wanted to win, the Red Sox apparently wanted to lose it less. Royals and the White Sox. Royals, 1115 is 2. White Sox, 1212 is 1. And the Royals get that win. Angels and the Tigers. Angels, 614 is 1. Tigers, 1221, that is 2. And the Tigers get that win. Brewers and the Twins. Brewers, 962, that is 7. Twins, 1033 is 4. And the Beer Makers win that one. Mariners and the Yankees. Mariners, 1162, that is 7. Yankees, 1813, that is 2. And the Mariners get that win. A rare loss for the Yankees. Indians and the Blue Jays. Indians, 646, that is 4. Blue Jays, 2056 is going to be a lot more than 4 most likely. Well, not a lot more, but 9 is enough more than 4 for the Bluebirds to take that game. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs, 1012 is 1. Astros, 965, that is 8. And the Astros get that win. Expos and the Dodgers. Expos, 923 is 2. Dodgers, 761 is 6. The Dodgers get that win. Braves and the Pirates. Braves, 1152 is 6. Pirates, 1544 is also 6. They will go to extras. Braves roll a 3, plus 1 is 4. Pirates roll a 4, minus 2 is 2. The Braves get that win in extras. Mets and the Padres. Mets, 863, that is 7. Padres, 423 is 2. The Mets get that win. Phillies and the Giants. Phillies, 815 is 1. Giants, 523 is 2. The Giants get that win. Reds and the Cardinals. Reds, 543 is 4. Cardinals, 1523 is 3. And that game belongs to the Reds. On to June 1st. Athletics and the Orioles. We will see these two tomorrow night, or on Thursday night. But for tonight's fast score, they are both 12s. Orioles roll a 13, that is 1. Athletics rolled a 13, that is 1. Orioles roll a 24. That is 3. That's a win for the Orioles. Possible harbinger of Thursday night? Stay tuned and we'll find out. Rangers and the Red Sox. Rangers, 631. That is 3. Red Sox, 1812 is 2. Rangers get that win. Royals and the White Sox. Royals, 1155 is 6. White Sox, 443 is 3. And the Royals double up the White Sox. Angels and the Tigers. Angels, 735 is 3. Tigers, 833 is also 3. They will go to extras. Angels roll a 1, plus 2 is 3. Tigers roll a 6, minus 1 is 5, but that'll still be enough to give the Tigers the win in extras. Brewers and the Twins. Brewers, 1414 is 2. Twins, 1133 is 4. The Twins get that win. Mariners and the Yankees. Mariners, 516 is 1. Yankees, 1746 is 6. The Yankees get that win. Indians and the Blue Jays. Indians, 534 is 3. Blue Jays, 853 is 5. And the Blue Jays get that win. Cubs and the Astros. Cubs, 1125 is 3. Astros, 753 is 5. The Astros take that game. Expos and the Dodgers. Expos, 535 is 3. Dodgers, 844 is 4. Dodgers get that win. Montreal may be starting to falter a little bit here. Braves and the Pirates. Braves, 123 is 1. Pirates, 1343 is 5. And that's a win for the Pirates. Mets and the Padres. Mets, 1123, that is 3. Padres, 642 is 4. And the Padres managed to bless that game with a win. Phillies and the Giants. Phillies, 1043 is 5. Giants, 543 is 4. The Phillies get that win. Last up tonight, Reds and the Cardinals. Reds, 1143, that is 5. Cardinals, 954 is 6. And the Redbirds take that one. And that will do it for this block of season ticket baseball. As I've mentioned a couple times now, no baseball tomorrow night, as we will be in our German America Bomber, going back to our alternate timeline of World War II Europe, as we play America Bomber, Evil Queen of the Skies by Compass Games. Our next time at 1985 will be June 2nd, 1985. Once again, my parents' first wedding anniversary, but we will not be anywhere near my parents. Instead, we will be in Baltimore, Maryland at Memorial Stadium, as the Oakland Athletics will be playing the Baltimore Orioles. Mike Warren on the hill for the Athletics, and Scott McGregor on the hill for the Orioles. That should be a good one. Saturday Mystical Munchies will continue out of the Marvel Eat the Universe cookbook with the entree, Phoenix's Hot Chicken and Egg Oyakadon. Sunday next week, the winter campaign will continue in Arkham Horror the card game with the third scenario, Dead Heat. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Toronto Blue Jays snatched victory from the jaws of defeat with some ninth-inning magic and a 3-run bomb as they defeat the Chicago White Sox 5-3 at Comiskey Park. Once again, take care. Next game, as I mentioned, we'll come back live for a second. Next game coming up is Block 15. Will be the Oakland Athletics at the Baltimore Orioles on June 2nd, 1985. Once again, take care.